Hi, welcome, readers of NoTreble.com. My name is Jon Burr. I've been writing a column for a while for No Treble, and I just got me a new Mac, and it has this camera built in, so I figured I would change the format up a little bit and create a couple of movies of some of the things I've been talking about, especially with regard to technique. Now, there's a couple of things that are really helpful on the bass as far as getting grooved in with the feel of the bass. Stance and balance are important. I have the bass leaning in the center of my body here, and the bass can rotate around that center point. There is no one static posture that's good for the bass necessarily, because every note is in a different place and requires a slightly different address. This note is going to feel different than this note. And ultimately, what we're going to learn is the feeling of where the notes are, rather than looking at where the notes are and measuring it out with our hand. What we're going to do is play some skips. I'm playing a fifth here. Without thinking about it, they sounded better than, as soon as I started to think about it, no good. But I know the feeling of this because I've done it, tens of thousands of times. And you may notice that I'm not looking. Okay. There's an octave. These are good things to develop on the bass, the ability to, without looking, locate a pitch by the sound and the feeling of it, rather than by the look of it. You can look at the fingerboard all you want. You can make marks on it, whatever. You can look at the marks, but when you learn to play the bass, ultimately that's not what you learn. You learn the sound and the feeling of it. Now, here's another thing that's really good. Okay, it's the whole fingerboard gliss. Trace the string all the way up and all the way down. Now, you may notice that I'm not going to a point where I'm resting my arm on the bass to locate a note. Finding a note by resting your arm on the bass is a great way to interrupt your technique. A lot of people do it. It's a bad habit to get into. Ultimately, it restricts the holistic view of the instrument. We have one whole instrument here. This whole fingerboard gliss is a good way to get the feel of the balance of it. Now, you may notice, look where my thumb is as I do this. I'm doing this without using the thumb at all. There it is. There's the thumb is not involved. So what are we doing if we're not squeezing the note in the hand? Well, it's the arm. It's like, think of it like a crane or like a bow and arrow. You're pulling from behind, okay? And you're levered against the corner of the bass. The corner of the bass is against your body, and the weight of your arm is into the bass. Now, here's another interesting thing. The fingers, imagine little arrows pointing out of the ends of your fingers. Those arrows should point at the heel of the palm, okay? So no matter where you are on the bass, you have such an acute curve in your finger that it's pointing at the heel of the palm. Now, that creates this feeling of a hook. The whole thing is a hook. Your arm is a hook, and there's a hook in your hand. It looks like a coat hanger, And you take that hook, and that's how you transfer the energy into the string. You get a good fundamental that way because you get nice and firm into the instrument.